It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at Matt Breida. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. This should be a good one to watch. And it comes your way next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Individually, I think he comes in today feeling pretty good about what he was able to.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed. So that one
overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now Penix to throw on second down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Now Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw. It's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On second down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That one taken in for the touchdown. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Makes the score. Visitors 7, Falcons 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He's got room to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go. First down.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's taken in by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Falcons.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. 3rd and a yard. It's complete. He's got cut. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Darnold now to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Result is a first down.
Putting the tight end in motion. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Makes the score. Visitors 14, Falcons 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Here's Penix. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
This one complete. A.J. Osborne with the ground.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Let's go now.
Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Falcons move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's with number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
14 on the pickup. That's enough for a first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing, Darnold. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. And that will be a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Darnold. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here's Walker. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Now Darnold. And this will pay off. It is caught for the score. his second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point, up and good. And the visitors move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you it's coming up in primetime this week, Week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday doubleheaders for the year, Ravens-Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's Pennick. Pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now this defense will use a third and final timeout.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now Pennick to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Here we go, sack.
Throwing now, Pennick on 1st down. And that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Again, it's Pennick. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Oh, just a terrible feeling. The penalty wipes out that long touchdown.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. To throw is Darnold. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll let one go down the middle. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. Cup in motion. Now Charbonnet. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Valdez-Scantling. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Has a touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point is good, and the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Darnold to throw again. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Slant. Smith and Jigba has it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Cup in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cup in motion. Here's Darnold again. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta. To throw again, it's Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Penix going to throw again. That'll be caught by McLeod. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Throwing again, it's Penix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down?
And he will score! Game on! By Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now this team's offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. The drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Darnold. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Roll. Alert.
They run over center with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll run with Robinson. He is in. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Atlanta. The extra point is up and through. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing, Darnold. This finds Smith and Jigba along the sideline. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive court.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard
So,
line.
2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready, reload.
Here's Robinson, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go.
On first down, right back to Robinson. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Let's go.
Now Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Slot man in motion left. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Valdez-Scantling on the move. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Here's 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Pistol snap back to Darnold. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? They'll send their tight end left. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week. Going to put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.